What do you use?
What is it?
This one is a beer.
Is this a classic Australian pour?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I'm
can.
gonna try it. Let's
Try
see.
it.
Try it.
Okay.
Hello? Molly?
Welcome back to our channel, and thank you all for the incredible support you continue to show this channel. We are here to talk about the truth, to celebrate the light, and to stand as a shield for those the media tries to tear down. Today, we have a truly beautiful story to cover, one that proves once again that no matter how much the trolls scream into the void, the love for Meghan Sussex is global, authentic, and unstoppable. We have so much to get into today, from a heartwarming surprise in Chicago to the beautiful reception the Duchess received from the people of Australia. This is a story about community, faith, and the power of showing up for the people you love. This past weekend, the city of Chicago had a very special visitor, and in true Meghan Sussex style, it was handled with the utmost grace and privacy. On Sunday, May 3rd, 2026, the Duchess popped up in the Windy City. Now, keep in mind, no one knew she was coming. There were no press releases, no fanfare, and no paparazzi tipped off to her arrival. She was simply outside, as we like to say, moving through the world as a private citizen, a friend, and a godmother. The reason for her visit was deeply personal. She went to attend the first communion of her godson at the Holy Name Cathedral. For those who don't know, this child is the son of one of Meghan's closest friends from her days at Northwestern University. It has been over 20 years since she graduated from Northwestern with her degree in theater and international studies. Yet here she is, 2 decades later, flying across the country to be there for a major spiritual milestone in her friend's child's life. Witnesses at the cathedral described the Duchess as being completely understated. She reportedly wore a beautiful beige turtleneck, her hair pulled back, looking elegant but completely focused on the children and the ceremony. She didn't ask for a private entrance, she didn't seek special arrangements, she sat among the other families, smiling as the children processed down the aisle. This is the Meghan Sussex the media refuses to show you. The loyal friend, the devoted godmother, the woman who values her community more than a headline. But Chicago wasn't the only place feeling the Sussex magic recently. We have to talk about the incredible moment where Sean and Marley finally met Meghan. For those following her recent engagements, you know that the Duchess was presented with beautiful Australian gifts, and the warmth of that exchange was truly something to behold. The way everyone, and I mean everyone, is happy around Meghan Sussex is truly amazing. When she walks into a room or onto a stage or even into a small community gathering, the energy shifts. You see it in the smiles of the people she meets. You see it in the way they lean in to talk to her. She wasn't just there as a royal, she was there as a woman who listens. When Sean and Marley presented those gifts, they weren't just giving her items, they were sharing a piece of their culture and their heart with someone they know respects them. The critics want to act like she's unwelcome, but the footage doesn't lie. The people of Australia, just like the people of Chicago, see her heart. They see a woman who has been through the hardest 7 years of her life, as she recently alluded to on social media, and has come out the other side with her head held high and her heart still open. Now, we have to address the dark side of these stories, because while we celebrate the love, we must also call out the toxicity. Whenever a positive story about Meghan Sussex drops, like the one in People magazine regarding her Chicago trip, the trolls flock to the comment section. They believe that People is a site favorable to Harry and Meghan, and they use that as an excuse to spew their vitriol. But let's be real. We aren't delusional trolls. We know that these media outlets are just reporting the facts of her life. The average American is not angry about a woman going to her godson's first communion. Why would they be? It is a beautiful, wholesome, religious event. The trolls try to smear her every move. They claim she's seeking attention for a trip that was so low-key that nobody even knew about it until she was already there. How can you be attention-seeking when you don't tell the press you're coming? It doesn't make sense, but logic has never been the strong suit of a hater. Meghan keeps on doing good while the trolls are all over social media smearing her name. It's a classic case of light versus dark. While they spend their weekends typing angry comments from behind a screen, she is in a cathedral in Chicago celebrating a child's faith. While they are plotting how to tear her down, she is in Australia accepting gifts with a smile and making people feel seen and heard. We have to protect Meghan. We have to stand as a community and say enough is enough. The level of scrutiny she faces for simply existing and being a good person is unprecedented. She's a mother who was about to celebrate her son Prince Archie's 7th birthday in just a few days on May 6, 2026. She's a wife, a business owner, and a woman of faith. When we refer to her as Meghan Sussex, we are acknowledging her place in the world. Not just a title, but a woman who has earned her respect through her own work. Actions. She has stood up to the most powerful media conglomerates in the world and won. She has survived a 7-year cycle of intense pressure and creative questioning. And as she shared recently, she is finally at a turning point where she can stop questioning her own worth. Her worth is evident in the eyes of her godson. Her worth is evident in the cheers of the Australian crowds. Her worth is evident in the fact that she can walk into a city like Chicago and be welcomed with open arms by the people who have known her since she was a college student at Northwestern. Let's talk about why the Chicago trip is so significant for Meghan Sussex. It's not just about a single weekend, it's about a lifetime of consistency. When the Duchess stepped into that cathedral in Chicago, she wasn't just a global icon, she was a Northwestern University alumna returning to the city where she cut her teeth in the world of theater and international relations. You see, the trolls love to pretend that Meghan has discarded her past, but her actions prove the exact opposite. The friend whose son she was there to support is someone she has known for over 2 decades. Think about that. Through the heights of Suits, the global whirlwind of joining the royal family, and the intense transition to life in Montecito, she has kept her circle tight and her loyalties firm. This is the Meghan Sussex the media tries to hide behind a mask of diva rumors. A diva doesn't fly commercial or low profile to sit in a church pew in the middle of a Chicago neighborhood just to see a child receive a sacrament. The people of Chicago who saw her described the woman who was glowing and peaceful. There was no heavy security detail blocking the aisles. There were no photo zones. She was there as a member of the community, and that's what really scares the critics. The fact that she can be so normal, so relatable, and so genuinely loved by those who actually know her. Now let's pivot to the meeting with Sean and Marley. This wasn't just a quick meet and greet. When Meghan Sussex was presented with those Australian gifts, it was a symbolic moment of international diplomacy carried out with a personal touch. Sean and Marley represent a generation that sees Meghan as a beacon of hope, someone who stood up for herself and, in doing so, gave others permission to stand up for themselves. The way everyone is happy around Meghan Sussex is truly amazing. If you look at the footage from that event, the smiles aren't forced for the cameras. There's a genuine warmth in the way she interacts with people. She doesn't just shake hands, she holds them. She doesn't just listen, she hears. This is why the love for her grows even as the tabloid attacks intensify. You can't fake the kind of connection she has with the public. And let's talk about the gifts themselves. Beautiful, thoughtful tokens of Australian culture. Meghan has always had a deep appreciation for the Commonwealth and the diverse cultures within it. Even though she and Harry have stepped back from senior royal duties, her commitment to global service and cultural appreciation hasn't wavered. She is still doing the work, just on her own terms and with a focus on authentic connection. I have to go back to these trolls for a second because their logic is just so flawed. They flock to the People magazine comments section claiming the outlet is in their pocket. It's laughable. People is reporting on one of the most famous women in the world visiting a major US city for a beautiful event. That's called news. But the trolls are so blinded by their delusional hatred that they think any positive coverage is paid for. No, my friends, it's not paid for, it's earned. It's earned by showing up. It's earned by being a godmother who actually takes her role seriously. It's earned by being a woman who handles herself with dignity while being pelted online with stones. The average American, the people walking down Michigan Avenue, the parents at that first communion, the students at Northwestern, they're not angry, they're not outraged, they're inspired. They see a woman who is living her life, raising her children, and supporting her friends. And they see the hypocrisy of a media that attacks her for seeking privacy while simultaneously attacking her for showing up in public. We have to protect Meghan Sussex from this constant goalpost shifting. If she's quiet, she's hiding. If she's out, she's attention seeking. We see the game and we aren't playing it anymore. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video to spread the truth. Let's keep the love going. I'll see you in the next one.